It's nuts. My wife was posting something. Well, it wasn't my wife, it was somebody else. My wife did on me. And she was posting something, right? Or somebody was, and they said that's not your music. Pull it down.
Now, pardon me, God. Can you move over a little bit to your left?
Me?
Yeah, I can get you in both the live. Pardon me.
How's this?
Right there. Perfect. Perfect. That's where we're going. This is for the live.
I don't know how I'm gonna get everybody on mine. Do you have any suggestions
For what?
to get everybody into my camera?
For everybody to get into your camera?
Yeah, like where do you think I should place it?
Then you should put it here then.
Here?
That's a point that is that probably get the whole thing. Do you see yourself?
Yeah, but I don't see them.
You gotta move your first of all, move this. You gotta move your cookie.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and I was some good. Nope. So you know what? Yeah. No, but he set it up a certain way.
How you see it?
I see Breeze. I see me. I don't see Laura.
No. Is that okay if I sit there?
Let me just look at everything on camera. God, you're gonna have to move to your left again because she just moved.
Me?
No, not you. You stay where you at, God. You good. Life.
Yep. Okay.
All right, you good on both cameras. This is how y'all look.
Oh yeah.
Cute.
That's good.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you catching all those bags in the background?
No, the guard is blocking that. The guard is blocking the back. Let me just see from the close up though.
Yeah.
But on the far away, no.
Because I'm moving on that chair over there.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm close.
Got you. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Here's the check.
How you doing?
So do you live far
Thank
from
you
me?
so much.
Oh, right.
Where you
Oh
live?
my God, thank you.
It's 8 o'clock.
How far you come from?
8 o'clock.
Jersey? That's where you staying? No, well, far?
No, what
Oh,
about
so
you?
you taking one of the tunnels or the
To come to the Williamsburg.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
The Aquarius vibe.
Okay.
Us humanitarians. That's what we do.
You smell Aquarius?
Yeah.
My sister's Aquarius. I like to call your airheads.
Oh shoot.
Nah, but the sign is air sign.
Shoot.
The air sign.
You got two.
Ooh, I didn't even think about it. Everybody, you're the best. You're the best of hiding who you are because everybody thinks you're a water sign. Because Aquarius,
Water, right,
but it's really an air sign. So you're the best deceiver.
Are you deceiving?
Nah, not in a negative. Not in a negative,
No.
but you meaning that people look at you as one way because they thinking something.
Perceiving what you
Yeah, but who you really are is
It's
not
not
what you showing. What you
It's not
showing,
what you think.
true indeed. Because everybody think is this, but they're really this.
Exactly.
So it's not a deceiver like you hiding something.
No.
No, but the world thinks you this.
Right.
But who you really are
It's
is
the
something
complete
else.
opposite.
can't keep it that way because you don't talk too much. So
So if you could master it when you do that, because it's like thinking left and you're going right, or you think I'm here, but I'm really here.
Right.
My sister's on January 26th.
I'm the 27th. And you're February, right?
17.
Right before
Yeah.
Valentine's
So you're
Day.
strong,
And stuff.
very strong sign. I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
We fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
Strong sign.
Aquarians, we're good. We're good, Breeze.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll ask you, we're gonna chat. I'll ask you some questions. You know, if there's things you don't want to answer, just tell me no. Block, delete, go fuck yourself.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw in curves so that it changes the dynamic.
I might have some curves.
I believe you do have
Oh,
curves.
you're funny.
Listen.
You do this on purpose. I think I caught it now. Yeah, I keep falling for it. I'm like, There's this movie about that where I forgot what movie I was watching where a person kept saying all these double entendres and you're like, yo, I think she wanna have sex, but I don't think so. I think she just talked that way. What show was that? I'm trying to think. Where she kept saying all the double entendres to the dude.
Sounds like every podcast I've heard.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta send me. Matter of fact, you know, send me. I gotta get your picture. So when we open the show, it's your picture that plays, and I mean, I'll show you a picture in the beginning.
I'm gonna.
Do you rather a picture of both of you together, or do you rather me put the flyer picture?
The flyer picture I can't use anymore. I have to use a different
What
picture
happened?
because I did a photo shoot for this artist. He does handbags, and when I posted it today, he was like, "We didn't drop the album yet." Da da da. I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Listen,
All right, so
you
you
wanna take a picture and we'll just and we'll do
So let's
that.
use a picture. Let's take a picture now then.
Yeah.
How you wanna take the picture?
Let's take it from the SU media sign.
I
Because
don't
the
know.
music is going to be playing. It's not going to be. While the music is playing, it's going to be
I'm
this
not gonna
picture.
put any weight on
Okay, sure.
it. And I'm gonna send you.
I know you're a
Yeah,
female.
yeah, yeah,
Females be
no.
like,
You're like mad crazy. Yeah, it's all right. It's pleasant. I love it.
I'm gonna for the edit. I'm gonna send you the Desert Storm drop.
So this is all edited by now, bro. I don't edit this. This is done by now. As you
So
speak
I'm
it.
gonna send you the Desert Storm drop.
So we got a beginning.
No, so right in the beginning, you said Desert Storm. The Desert Storm is in the bill.
So what's quarter? Here, this is my what's quarter?
Desert Storm, Rough Rider, Shaman Excel. We have Teamwork Music Records, so we got some things going on.
You fucking on that vessel.
From
I got a fucking clue.
well, I deal with culture and seeds from Desert Storm really, and for all the business that I do with them. Rough Rider, I might have a show on Friday nights with them. So,
But one in the Bronx,
yeah, the BX boys.
I did that.
Nice, nice, nice.
I did it last summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So send a drop here.
Hold on.
Send a drop here.
Red Dot. She was the last person I sent it to.
Okay.
So we playing. So matter of fact, don't do it, God. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna plug in right here. You're gonna do the drop.
Who?
You're gonna do the drop, God.
Me?
Yeah. You know why? Because he's on the roadcaster already. Yeah. He's on the roadcaster already.
Oh no, I got the alright, so I need the iPhone number.
And time-wise, we're gonna go for 45 minutes, and then we count down. I wanna be done in an hour.
All right.
Thank you.
So let you know when you at what time.
Yeah.
At what point. I said let you know when you at what point.
Well, we'll just go for 45 minutes.
So when you get to the 45-minute mark, let
Like
you know.
thought, yeah. And then if we're really in the throes of it,
That's good.
then we'll keep going, but I feel like an hour is sufficient and fair for everybody.
Yeah, send it to me, dog. You gotta send it to me. So when do I play the drop? So he's playing his music. At what point do you want me to put the drop on?
Listen, you can put it in, if you're editing, you can put it in when you feel it.
All right,
You know what I
so
mean? I want,
so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play his music,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna play the drop when it's time for you to start talking, bro. Is that better? If I play the drop, I play the drop when I wanna play the drop. I wanna play the drop. That's when I start talking. Is that a good way?
yeah, so we'll drop first. So you sure you don't need email to me?
Yeah, pass it to me, Quinn.
You sure you don't need email to me?
Nah, because what it is, if he's on a roadcaster, that means that for me to play your drop, I would have to take him off the roadcaster and then put me on the roadcaster, and that's what, and the
So
smoothness
you
of
just want me to
time.
get on Roadcaster too?
Nah, it's only 1% of the time, Bluetooth.
Alright, so how you
So what
want
I'm gonna do is, no, you're gonna send me the thing, and I'm gonna play it from my phone directly. I'm just gonna directly play
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying, so send it to you. What?
Yes,
AirDrop?
yeah, send me,
Or email?
email.
All right, no doubt.
So now I could just play it, when I feel it.
Email.
Alright, so
Okay.
tell me how this is gonna go. You're gonna do,
So what we doing is,
Page.
so what we're gonna do is, when you're gonna play his music, while the music is playing, I'm putting the warning sign, S.STREET Media, and a picture of y'all. While the music is playing, it's a picture of y'all that's gonna be up. When the music stops, I'm gonna put hand claps, and then I'm gonna put the Desert Storm drop.
okay,
I'm gonna do the Desert Storm drop first, and then the hand claps. The hand claps is your sign to start talking.
and is that when I go, welcome to
Yes.
Laura Khan's?
No, you just say that, remember? It's your
Girl,
girl,
Laura
Laura
Khan's
Khan's,
here,
and welcome to my world, and I wanna bring you in it.
And I'm gonna bring you in, it's my guy.
Like who we have today, you turn around before you speak. You don't speak to him directly first.
Okay.
You speak first because, you know, we're on the panel, and you say, we got a special guest, don't we?
I'm gonna
Like,
fuck
yes,
it
we
up.
do. Why don't you introduce him? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, it's a conversation.
I know, I just,
Alright.
the cursing is so much easier for me to get things out.
Do what you gotta do.
I know,
I'm the
but
same way. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm the same way.
Yo, I ordered one of them shits like a year ago and never came.
What?
Little Super Nintendo.
And it never came.
Mad as hell.
You just remember.
Yo, what's called it?
And
$50.
he has 10 of them over here. How much?
$50. Game Boy, $20.
Wow.
With the games built in and everything. So,
You know why
How
you
many
didn't get
Game
it?
Boy got?
they got 400 games on it. They got Contras one of them.
Contra.
$20
You-
400
You know why
games.
you didn't get it?
built in.
Because he bought all. of them.
yeah, exactly.
They're right here. Your $50 is right here.
What's the back cables? It's the little.
It's for that one, it comes with, for the Game Boy, it comes with the joint, you got attached.
Red, yellow.
Audio, yeah. The it's red and yellow. It's for audio though. That's not for picture. It's audio.
And
You can play it out loud.
the Game Boy.
With the
Super Nintendo.
with the Super Nintendo, it's HDMI.
All right, we gotta get this going.
No, I'm actually, your shit is downloading. Yes, I mean,
Okay.
I got you, bro. Multiple tasker. It's taking long now.
This is exciting.
It's gonna be dope.
I know. So Breeze 201, what's the 201 about? Why especially?
It's just for.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the area code?
Area code.
2-1's Connecticut, man.
No, it's Jersey.
Jersey.
That's
You say
It's in Jersey City.
Jersey City.
Yeah.
City. All of that.
Is that where you grew up?
Somewhat, yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part. Been over 20 years. I was born in Harlem. My family's in the Bronx.
Right?
Yo, can you send that to me at the text guard, the music? It's not working.
That drop?
It's not,
I sure can.
it's not coming, not allowing me to.
Don't worry about it. Got you right now. What's your number?
347
Mm-hmm.
495
Mm-hmm.
4644. You go in the hallway with this shit, baby.
4644.
Yo, everybody need, we have on Wi-Fi is Files Build. I'm just trying to see if this should work.
I sent it to you.
Porch Pirates, that sounds provocative.
Nah. Yeah.
My man,
You got it?
my man, simple, my man,
You want this closed?
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking into this camera, right?
Yes, that's your main camera.
The Desert Storm boys are in the building.
Got you.
It's your girl, Laura Khan's. Welcome to my world. And I want to bring you in it, however you want to say it. And you
I'm
turn
gonna try
around-
not to curse.
Yeah, and just be natural. You turn around and say, it's my God, life, we're here, and this is the Laura Khan's experience. And I'm like, yo, we got a special guest in the building today, don't we?
Trying to keep it real, Channel 7.
And then you be like,
No, yeah, I'm trying not to be Channel 7. I'm trying to be me. I'm like,
Yo, girl, I'm gonna send you a picture. Send the picture back to me. I'm sending you a picture right now, the picture I just took. Send it to me through the email though. The picture that I took, I need you to send it to me. Okay? Send it to you right now. What's your email? I mean, what's your, you just text it to me.
I can tell it to you now if you need to.
No, I got it right now. You text it to me, so I'm just gonna put it down there. Boom, boom, boom. Send it back, send it to me at that email. I just sent it to you just now. Boom. Send it to me.
I'm waiting for it to come through.
I'm like, no. Send it to me, baby. Boom.
And this is for editing?
Nah, that's for the picture, because I have no picture of y'all for your, so with all this, there's no picture. I got S.STREET Media, I got the warning sign, but how we know it's you? How we know it's yours?
Could that be taken care of during or after?
I'm doing it now. So when you send it to me, I'm gonna use the picture I just took of
Yeah.
you.
And I just didn't get it, that's why.
It still didn't come through, get the fuck out of here. It's the iPhone shit.
It's easy, Joel, I got you. Take a
Got
picture,
it?
take a picture real quick.
I got you.
And it'd be in my phone,
And you just send it to me.
and I'll send you the text again, because the text seems to go through.
Got you.
Hang
No, no,
on.
Or you want to send it to the email?
Hang
You
on.
want to send it to the email?
No, move over
Which way?
to the right.
Push me. I know I'm chubby, but come on. Hang on.
One more. Send it to me, send it to the email.
So,
Oh,
Oh, I
that's.
just got that image.
You
But
just-
the one that I took,
But what are you
The one
putting
you
in the
just took?
lives? Like,
That-
you don't talk about it.
no, it's what you, like, whatever you post, if somebody decides to flag you, I got to
Okay.
flag like 4 times in the last week.
so. What
So
did you,
somebody's just being a dick.
Just send that picture
But
to the email.
you're not like that. You're not
The email?
political.
Nah, none of that shit.
Right.
All the
What was
fuck
that
shit that I
again?
post, I put in the story.
It's right there on
Yeah.
the envelope right in front of you, in black.
SCSCHOL?
Do you follow Hocus
Easy.
45?
Scott Free?
He is,
He says
I think
Scott
he's
Free.
I know who he is, but I don't know.
so he's all about
Like government,
COVID,
yeah.
politics, everything, and
look.
he's always going live. I'm like, How can-
H-E-C.
how come somebody's not blocking him?
And he don't, and he, the public shit that he posts is outrageous as fuck.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, it's informative, but he's
It's conspiracy theory shit.
Remember Scott Free? PG Scott Free?
crazy. And he's always live. So I don't understand that.
Somebody fucking.
Yeah,
Um,
haters. How they hating on you? Come on, you're an Aquarius guy.
it's gonna be.
You ain't doing nothing, they're not hating on you.
You know?
You ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing
They
nothing,
ain't-
they
they never
I
hate
said-
on you.
Right. All right. So that's a compliment. All right.
2 seconds, we done.
Yeah, we're gonna be candid, man. We just gonna keep it.
Y'all get started, y'all on restaurant.
Yeah, I'm on restaurant. I stay on restaurant. I should have told you.
Oh, breakfast, no breakfast.
You won't?
I never drank that shit before.
There's one left. Let's have it. It's for you.
Okay.
He was thinking,
It's for you. You haven't opened
not at all.
it? Do you use your teeth or no?
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna put my mouth on what you gonna drink from. But oh, you know what?
My teeth are
Keys.
causing me too much.
You got keys?
I might have a thing there.
I got it.
Got it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. I got this.
That's real honest shit. Open up your keyboard in your teeth.
Nah, he's just a savage.
I thought it
And then he speaks.
2 seconds. we done. Ready? Finish it.
Oh wait, when am I saying what I gotta say?
Oh,
See, when I do it, like, I'm just like, just hit me, just be like, go now. And like, they get, I want you to hit me hard, because they gotta see that. That's good shit.
All right, no doubt.
It'd be like,
you know,
yo, come on, sis. Get with the fucking program.
So,
And we done. All right. I'm gonna give you a cue for your music wise.
Alright.
And you're gonna start with that.
Okay.
The y'all gonna move around, talk all that shit, because then all the mics is muted. And what's called it? They can't see you. It's the picture of you that they're gonna see.
What with the music, right?
Yeah, when the music is playing, they seeing the picture of you. We already live. Just let you know, we already been live. We already been live on YouTube the whole time.
Okay.
The whole time we've been live. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Baptista.
The drop is what's coming first, you know?
You wanted to drop, I think you wanted to drop before the everything.
I mean, that association connects you immediately, you know what I mean? Right. Immediately, out the gate, boom, you already know, you're like, oh, wait, what's this? And all of a sudden you hear something and then I want the drop.
I got you. So when you hear the drop guard, first play on your music.
And then I'll cue you when I want the drop again.
You should let me know now, God, because how you don't know what position I might be in. Let me know when you want the drop. Let's play preparation.
I want the drop right in the beginning. After okay, and then once she starts, the song ends. When she says, you know, once the song ends, do it again. Then she'll start saying title.
I got you. You want me to do the hand claps before before she starts talking?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
All right. So you're gonna do the drop first. Music play.
The hand clap.
Hand claps, drop, and then she talks.
Yeah.
I got you. So let's say that one more time. Drop, music, hand claps, drop, she talks. I got you.
And you choose 1 or 2 spots within the show and at the end.
I got you. So close out with it.
And you choose 2 spots.
I got you. So yo, we're gonna start on 1.
Please. I'm draining.
5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait for myself. I gotta do this shit. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And the Desert Storm boys are in the building.
Something was wrong with that.
What was that? Oh, all right. I'm like, I know that wasn't it. We're gonna do that one more time. It's cool. It's cool.
Bad.
You say you counted down, I said, oh shit.
All right. We're gonna do it again. 5, 4. It's on me. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And the Desert Storm boys are in the building. The Desert Storm boys are in the building.
Hey, it's your girl Laura Collins here. Welcome to my world, and I want to bring you in it. I'm here with my guy Life.
That's right, Teamwork Life. What's up? What's up?
And my special hi.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I'm good. Everything's good.
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's that song Ganga right there that we just played, right? Let's talk about who that was. Who was that?
That's my special guest, Breeze, right here.
It's good, Breeze. What's going on, brother?
So,
What's going on?
hi, what's going on? So tell us about this song we just played.
My last single, Ganga,
Yeah.
burning the streets up,
Okay.
doing what it's supposed to do. What's going on?
And I'm chilling, man. So where you from? Where you from exactly? Originally.
Originally, I get so much shit for this. I was
Tell us
born
why.
in Manhattan. My family from the Bronx, and I was raised in Jersey.
Where in the Bronx?
161 Walton.
Oh,
192 Davidson, up that way. I live in a couple spots. Well, both of my family up by 40 up that way.
okay.
But I got family all over the place.
I want to know why he gets in trouble all the time for this.
Yeah.
Why you get in trouble all the time for this?
Cause this rap shit is crazy. Cause New York niggas and Jersey niggas be different shit. So people be feeling like, oh, you repping this, but don't rep that.
Right.
And then the people I grew up with be like, oh, you from Jersey. Like I spent over 20 years in Jersey. So I'm a Jersey resident at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So I got it tatted on me. So
Man, you got dual citizenship, bro.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling niggas. I got dual citizenship.
Across state lines.
Yeah.
All right.
So where in Jersey did you grow up?
Union City.
Okay. And now you're in Hoboken? Are we allowed to say that?
No.
We're not. Damn. All right. Shh. They're gonna come for you.
Listen, we can edit all that out.
We're gonna edit it out.
I'm telling niggas where I be at. All they know I'm everywhere.
You everywhere, bro.
I'm everywhere.
You everywhere.
Everywhere.
So what you working on now? What projects are coming out right now? What's going on?
S.TREET 5 coming in this up.
Okay. Tell us about it.
It's a new album. I don't even want to call it an album. I'm gonna call it a body of work
Exactly.
of
What I'm talking about.
songs I've been putting together since. I mean, I dropped Life of Breeze 4 during the pandemic.
Okay.
Life of Breeze 5, during the whole pandemic, I was all over the place. Atlanta, Miami, Cali. So I've been building up all them records that whole time to coming out now. So a lot of the singles and visuals that they probably seen that was out is on this project. And now I got a new single that I haven't dropped yet, but it's already done, called Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
So I stay on my black on black shit.
So
that's where it come from. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just been working on that, trying to get the videos done, just to have the whole project together. Hopefully I'll drop it for Christmas, is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So that'll stretch out. I got enough singles on it to get me to summertime.
For sure.
That's exciting. So I just wanna take a minute, I just wanna acknowledge and thank you for doing this with us, cause,
Sure.
this is big for me.
No
And,
problem.
you know, in the world that we're living in, I feel like we have to be human to each other, kind to each other, and you're my Aquarian, my humanitarian, this is what we do.
That's what we do. We gotta put up for each other.
Yeah, so I really appreciate your time today.
They had all this before the podcast started, this whole thing that they had going on.
Yeah.
The public.
They don't understand. But
Never understand us Aquarians. So Breeze,
yes,
what is that? Tell us about how you got that name.
this comes from my actual government name. So
Okay.
Breeze is pretty much a shortage for. Started out as, well, my government name is HB, so to say.
Yeah, that's funny because mine is too.
Yeah.
HB. HB is my government
So
initials.
my government initials is HB. So in high school they used to call me HB. Then when I got out of high school, when I first started rapping, they started calling me H Breeze. But the shit comes from me being fast. So once Chris Brown came out, he took the C Breezy shit.
No doubt.
I was like, yo, cut the Y off my name, cut the E, just leave it as Breeze, and I kept that ever since.
It makes sense. I mean, timing was what
It was the timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he came out, he started calling himself C Breeze. So I had to like, nah, I gotta go another route.
For sure.
Well, he a singer, I'm a rapper, so it's different.
Okay. So who influences you? Who influenced you? What are your biggest influences or who inspires you?
You asking me for a top 10 off the rip?
With the rip,
You gotta go.
who inspires you?
You can leave Bigger Pac out of the situation. That's automatic. That's an automatic.
All right.
You gotta go Jay Nas, Jeezy, Fab,
Okay.
Jada,
Okay.
Cam. Who else? I'm trying to think. Yo, it's too many.
I mean, you named some big names there.
Serious.
50, Busta,
Yeah.
Rightfully so. You named some big names.
No doubt.
Ace. Like I'm from that era of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
these are all people I grew up listening to.
Right.
So it was a different time and a different era. The way you visualize artists from before or see artists now, like the artistry is different. Like don't get me wrong, shit changes, but the way they used to carry themselves, their music, they videos, like shit like that. Like that's what I model my shit after.
Absolutely.
I like it.
All
Cause
right,
I miss that. I feel like today, what artists are you watching today? Do you have any favorites?
Nobody. To be honest with you, the only ones I really listen to is probably Meek, Baby,
Okay.
EST, Dolph, shit
All right,
like
so
that.
there's a couple.
There's a couple,
You know,
shit that I like.
some are moving the needle, some are inspiring people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
some are. You know
Some are. Yeah, I agree with you though. Not a lot, but some are.
It's more. How you say it? It's more go-getter music. It's niggas that get money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's trapper music, shit like that. Like I'm big on shit like Jeezy. Like you know what I'm saying? Those are the niggas that played a pivotal role in certain parts of my life where their music at that time was hitting and going through the shit that I was going through at that moment in life. That's why I gravitate to shit like that. Hov, Jeezy, Ross, 50,
sure,
shit like that.
So when you were growing up, what made you gravitate to that type of music?
To be honest with you, first rap CDs I probably ever listened to was like 9-4, like Big, shit like that. My older brother used to bring shit home. He used to bring the CDs home. You know, you niggas used to get Columbia House.
Of course.
Shit like that.
Wow.
So
Absolutely.
It was Method Man, Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
Big, ODB, Ghostface, shit like that. Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Buster. All that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't into, I would say, making music at that time. I was into sports and shit like that. So that was the last thing on my mind. But I was always in tune with music. Like that's what the shit that I like.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, this is the Lower Cons experience, and I'm Teamwork Life, and you are.
I'm Big L from the Bronx.
Big L from the Bronx. And we got
Don't
Breeze,
forget it.
and we got Breeze in the building, and we just politic with him, parlaying about, what he's done, his music, who inspires him. So, what else you want to know, Laura?
I want to know everything. What's your greatest accomplishment?
My kids.
Ooh,
How many kids?
3.
Word?
3 daughters.
Oh my God, me. Oh, you're dead in the water.
What'd you do, bruh?
Holy cow. How old are they?
7, 3, and 7 months.
Oh,
You got little babies, man. Congratulations. Good. So you got a lot to live for, and a lot of work to do.
I got a lot of work to do. So it's like, even like having kids is a big shift. Even in your everyday determination with the shit that you're doing.
That's right.
So like every time I had a kid, like my hustle got bigger.
I was just about to ask too. Yeah. How does that affect? How do those 3 children and them being born into the world affect your vision for moving forward? How does it affect you? You were just getting into it.
I mean, it ain't easy, but I mean, they are your determination at the end of the day.
There you go. That's what I was talking about.
That's the end be all. Like I'm saying, like your kids, your determination. You hustling for them, it ain't for you.
All right.
Like if it was for me, I wouldn't be doing shit. I'd just be chilling. But at the end of the day, you instilling that hustle and that determination. They seeing what you're doing.
That's right.
So at the end of the, you know what I'm saying? So it's more bringing them up right and shit like that. So
yeah.
And it's not like I got boys. I got old girls.
Yeah.
So it's different.
It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Little niggas come to my house. I'm not getting
You heard it, right? Don't go to Breeze's crib talking about your name Reggie and you want to date one of his daughters. Because you gonna have that uncle in the crib that's gonna come looking crazy looking for you.
And my other daughter might get at me first.
Yeah, you heard?
What was quarantine like for you and these 3 beautiful little girls?
I mean, it was good. I mean, for the most part, I was moving around a lot, so it was like.
Yeah, you did mention that.
I was moving around damn near the whole pandemic, so it was like it kind of worked in my favor because I got a lot done, and it was more, how you call it? You had to buckle down more because now there's no shows, no appearances, shit like that. So you gotta find other means to get your content out. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
So talk about it. Yeah. What did you do? Because you had to be innovative.
For the most part, it was easy, and it was the biggest challenge was more of shit being shut down and getting around shit. So, but as far as travel wise, it was easy because there wasn't nobody in no airports.
That's right.
So I was moving around doing what I had to do. But like I said, like the hard part was more shit being closed, the restrictions, you can't go out, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now you gotta buckle down and focus on your actual art of the shit to be able to get it done. So now I'm linking up with different artists, going to different places, going to different states, getting the work done that now there's no bullshit in between.
That's right.
Like now it's either we're gonna work or we're gonna work. If not, there's no point. So that's how I got a lot of work done during the pandemic, where I got a lot of these songs that I got now for this project, and most of the videos I got done. Like it was easy because there ain't nobody around, so you could just shoot.
Right.
But for the most part, that was really it.
So it sounds like
The Storm Boys are in the building.
Yes, sir.
So it sounds like quarantine benefited you.
It did benefit me a lot, actually. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it benefited me a lot because now you get to see who's really moving and who's really working.
That's right.
Because it's
and that's what I was gonna ask you too. And I was gonna ask you because you had to move a certain way and you had to work more. What has that taught you moving forward?
You can
Because
put that up here. We're
Oh,
friends.
no, I don't know if you know.
Nah, we
That's
don't
all
care.
good.
We
No,
drink.
I'm talking about.
We're having a
We're
conversation.
drinking. We're eating. Let's have
Yeah,
Nah,
fun.
I know.
shit in the Bronx.
I ain't want the sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? I support my liquor.
Sorry, I made
That's
a mess.
true, that's
Yeah,
true.
have some cookies. Because this is what we do.
Cookies from where?
Martins. Martins in Tuckahoe, New York.
Nice
Have a
cookie.
cookie.
Have a cookie.
Have one. Here's some more. I don't want to touch on that.
So tell me, how did that inspire? What did it teach you? Like you, because you said you had to figure out different ways, and you did. You had to work, and you said, all right, we're gonna cut all the BS out, right? It's like either we're gonna work or not. So you saw who was working, who wasn't. So moving forward, what did that teach you moving forward? Because this quarantine affected people, and artists are people too. Artists are people too. I mean, you know this, right? Artists are people too. So what did it teach you?
How to be more creative.
Mm.
How to different ways to get your shit out. I mean, because at the end of the day, being independent, you're doing basically everything on your own. I mean, you got people you work with and shit like that, but it's not like you got a mason, you got a machine behind you. So it's more hands-on to your own stuff.
That's right.
So I'm in tune with everything that I gotta get done. I'm on the front line because at the end of the day, I don't got nobody else to sit there and do it for me.
Mm.
I got 4 or 5 people that I work with in different areas that do different shit.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I still gotta be hands-on on my own stuff.
I mean, you gotta do the music.
So
You gotta be in the studio recording it.
I gotta be moving around recording. I gotta get in contact with like relationships with other artists and shit like that. Then I got clothing I gotta worry about. I got liquor I gotta worry about. I got my family I still gotta worry about. I still gotta take care of myself.
Right.
Me and my brother still got businesses that we still gotta attend to. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're split all over the place. It's just what's on call at that moment.
That's what happens when you're a businessman, bro. And you're a businessman.
Would you like to be signed by a label? Would you prefer being independent?
I mean, good question. I mean, who wouldn't want to be signed by a major? Because at the end of the day, now they took the workload off your back.
But it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, because it comes with the bullshit.
Right.
So, yeah and no.
Yeah.
So it's like, at this point, I'm still independent because I got my own bag of fun, my own shit.
Yeah.
Go.
So I don't need it right now. And if I don't ever need it, because the age of the internet, the way it's making shit so accessible to everybody, maybe I won't.
I mean, it puts you in a situation where if a label ever approaches you, you have leverage.
Mm.
You see, and so at this point, what you're doing now, you did your own artist development.
So I walk in the door and, like you said, you got leverage.
You got leverage. You already know you have a demographic and a fan base. You already know where they need to market you. You already know how you're being perceived. You already have your music done. You've got your studio set up. You got everything. And this is what the labels used to do. So if they ever do approach you, they got to come with a different number because
they got to come with a bigger number because at the end of the day, you don't have to do nothing for me. I'm delivering myself already to you.
There you go.
All right, but I have a question. If you sign with a label, isn't it almost like selling out?
Oh.
In a way, because
Depends on your situation.
Because then it's like they have you by the throat. You got to sign a contract for this amount of years and do it. Because how much of it can you control?
Like you said, is your leverage, what you're coming in with.
Yeah.
So the better your numbers are, the more leverage you have on them to be able to negotiate your deal. If you're walking in there, you don't got no numbers, you say, I want a deal, they're gonna give you a shit deal.
Right.
Now, if you're walking in there with your numbers is up, your streaming is up, YouTube is up, all these numbers is hitting, and you're already getting money off of it, all they're coming to do is add to your situation.
That's right.
So they're gonna be like, okay, you walking in there and asking for 100,000 and you ain't got shit on it, they're gonna be like, we'll give you 50.
Yeah.
And then they still got you gotta buy the balls because they got you in the
That's
360.
right. That's right.
Now, you going up there and like all these young boys, they got crazy ass numbers on streaming. They getting $2 million, $3 million deals because they got leverage.
Yeah.
And they can negotiate the fact that they're not taking their merch money.
That's right.
They're not taking their show money. They're just getting the money off the digital platform.
Yeah, they X that 360 out. They're like, nah, we're not doing that whole 360 thing. Like I got an example. I can't. I'm not gonna mention the name. You know, so I introduced somebody to somebody, you know, that's been a music exec and a label exec for a long time. You know what I mean? And when I found the kid, you know, right now he is well known, and before the connection was made, he was doing independent numbers, heavy, like heavy, and it was so heavy that when he got the deal with the major record label, now you know there's Atlantic, there's Columbia, there's Def Jam, there's Interscope, there's he got with one of them. He got one of them. When he got his deal, he got full creative control.
That's a good thing.
He got full creative control. He got full autonomy over how he's going to be marketed and distributed, and full autonomy over how he's going to be distributed within their system. Why? Because of how he came in.
Right.
And that's the leverage. So it's not a, it depends on how you go in. Right. Whether it's going to be a gift or it's going to be a curse. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So.
But it sounds like eventually these big companies could fade out, and
that's what it's looking like it's coming to.
Yeah.
Because there's so many independent distribution companies.
Right.
That you're your own person. You're building your own fan base. You don't need them to build it for you.
Right.
You got you got social media. That's your biggest platform ever.
But they're not stupid though, because SoundCloud has been scooped up by who's that? Universal or I don't want to say the wrong thing. A major label controls SoundCloud. Literally.
So they only control Spotify.
So they're not stupid. They understand where it's going, so they come in and get right in between that real quick before people figure it out. You know what I mean? So
that's like Spotify and Apple. Like it's not a coincidence that the artists that are going crazy on these platforms are attached to these labels.
Absolutely.
They're dumping 5, 10 million to 100 million into these situations.
That's right.
Because it's like, so to say, I won't mention a label, but I'm in a situation where I'm backed by this one label, and this one label deals with this distributor. They're obviously gonna dump, because I deal with them, they're gonna dump the money into, let's say, Spotify, because they stand to make their money back.
That's right.
That's pretty much it. So it's who controls who.
Right.
We got to thank the princes of the world, man. Prince, man, for coming out and being the first person to
the symbol, right?
The symbol, yeah. They Warner Brothers didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
Because in the contract, when you sign a major contract, even if you sign, I don't know if have you signed any independent deals?
No.
Okay, if you sign any contracts at all, one of the stipulations in the contract, and you won't believe this, one of the stipulations in the contract, or one of the verbiage in the contract states that your likeness, which means anything that has to do with you, those tattoos, if your tattoo is shown on a commercial, they want a piece of it. But it also says if your likeness is used, you would think they would say anywhere around the world, right? It says if your likeness is used anywhere in the universe. It says that in these major contracts. So, damn it, if you're in space and you're shooting a video, they get a piece of it because you're not on the planet. And the point that I'm making is they want you completely where there's no escape.
That's fucked up.
It definitely is. And
it's like you're selling your soul. You're selling your fucking soul. Why?
I mean, it's not that you're selling.
No, I know, but it's kind of like
it's that they want to trap. They're trying to trap people.
And most kids sit there and fall for it because they'll offer you $1 million, $1.5, $2 million,
which isn't really a lot of money.
Ain't really a lot of money. Ain't money that you ain't seen before.
Right.
And you thinking about, damn, it's a quick out, it's a quick flip.
Right, but it's not.
By the time you buy a crib, your jewelry, your cars, you broke. Plus what you pay in taxes, pay your lawyer, it's over.
That's right.
And then the money that you don't see that somebody's, putting in their pocket.
That's why you gotta control your own shit.
So tell everybody where they can find a new project coming out.
Everywhere.
Okay, so on all major
streaming platforms you can find it.
Okay.
52 countries, 252 countries. I'm sorry.
And what's the single that you're pushing right now?
I'm still on Ganga, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm finishing up Bruce Wayne now,
Mhm.
but that's Bruce Wayne is going to be my lead single on Next Breeze 5. Ganga was just a single I put out just because I needed something out, and the shit was hitting. So I was like, all right, now I'm gearing up for fourth quarter, first quarter, end of the year.
So if you didn't do this, what would you do?
What would I be doing? I'd probably still be playing ball somewhere.
Pro?
Yeah.
Well, very, like, what kind of ball?
Basketball.
Oh, word.
I mean, the good thing is he had a plan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
doubt.
This wasn't my plan. I fell into this shit. I mean, to be honest with you.
That's a good thing to fall into.
Do you love it?
What?
The music.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
I mean,
you know.
I've loved it all my life. It's just situational. Like I fell into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why you having that drink?
No, I'm done.
He's done good.
Come on, guy, we gotta show this.
Who
We
you-
drink, we eat.
Who do you want to collaborate with? If we asked you right now, you want to collaborate with someone major, right? Right now, who would it be? Only one. I'm not. You're not.
You want to say my personal preference or what's?
Nah, I want the artist, the creative. I don't care about what's popping. What?
Jay.
Jay?
Yeah. No, not Jay. Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that mean for people that are illiterate to this?
Jay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
Love Jay.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
It is what it is. That's what I wanted to know. I wanted to see where it was. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
I got a whole list of them. Like I any artist from that era, I would love to work with, just because I'm a fan of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and even like niggas now, I'm a fan of niggas now. Like, well, you know, I'm not into all that shit. I'm worried about my shit.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. But believe you me, people are watching. Like some people, you got stars out there who are fans of independent artists.
Yeah.
And they clap, like they'll go on and they'll literally be like, yo, that one right there, that dude, I've seen it. And so
Shout out to Busta.
So shout out to Busta. Because Busta done did that.
He showed me how to love.
Well, there you go. See? Shout out to Busta because he
Shout
done
out to
did it.
Rampage. Shout out to
And there's more than that. You know, there's more out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Monche.
Okay.
Who else?
That's people that embraced me when I was first getting into this shit. Like,
yeah,
like more or less like even like with Rampage and shit like that. Like, when I first went to Cali, I went to Cali BT weekend like 2017, 2016, some shit like that. And that was the first people that I clicked up with. And we had the same PR agency at the time. I wasn't signed to the PR agency. I was dealing with the PR agency through a friend. Okay. And I ended up going out there and shit like that. And we ended up at an event. We got cool. This motherfucker didn't talk to me for the first hour and a half. We was sitting in the car ride. I'm in the back. I'm talking to my people, Marche, which is his manager and shit. We sitting there chopping it up, whatever. So she's like, "What's your plan?" So we talking. We all getting acquainted and shit. He sitting in the front seat. He ain't said word for like an hour. I'm in the back of my head. I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker don't like me. Like, what I do to this man?" And then he finally turned around. And he was like, "Yo, listen, do X, Y, Z, do this, and that." I'm like, okay, he was sizing me up.
That's it.
But they took me under the wing and shit, and they helped. They still to this day, anything I need, like I call them and they'll help me out and shit like that. Like,
wow, so
that's good to
and then through them, that's how I got acquainted with Busta and shit like that. And that man, he an incredible dude. Like,
yeah,
he showed me hella love. Like, so
it's good.
It's different people. Like Busta. Obviously, I got the record with Jim. He threw me an alley-oop on that one.
Okay.
So
let's talk about that one right there.
Oh no.
Well, about the record, how that come about?
I mean, we got a lot of mutual people.
Okay.
From Harlem, Bronx, family members, shit like that. I'm cool. A couple family members of his. Then people at the Rock and shit like that.
Okay.
That we got mutual and shit like that. They pretty much put it together. So I had the song, and I was looking for. I was watching Pay the Fool, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, okay.
And that's one of my favorite movies. And I was watching the shit, and me and my brother came up with the fucking song. And after I did the song, I projected myself. I put the song maybe out in like March or the year before. And then I projected. I'm thinking to myself like, yo, I need a remix by the end of the summer. End up being it trickled down to like October. And
Close enough.
started looking around and shit, and I thought about it. I was like, the only people that fit on this record, it got to be somebody from Harlem. It had to be Jim, Joel, or Ken. And I couldn't. And Ken wasn't doing no features. Joel was still locked up, and the person who killed it was Jim.
Right.
So I reached out. I reached out to my man Bo. I reached out to Gordo. They
Jim was on the wave anyway. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he was. That was the beginning of when he started going crazy.
Yeah.
So they reached out, they made the connection together, went up to Rock Nation and recorded the record.
Okay.
And that was history. And then we went, shot the video like a month later, and shit been going crazy ever since.
So, what's your favorite sex position?
That was a curve.
I want to hit it from the back.
That was a curve. Said I want to hit it from the back.
Was that too personal?
No, she thought she would catch your guard. Like, what?
You know?
Well, you already know this is the Laura Khan's experience.
I never been into this shit like.
And I'm Teamwork Life, and you are.
Big L from the Bronx. This is how we do in my world. This is my world. Anal?
Not really.
No.
Yeah.
Threesomes?
Sometime in my life happened. Quiet.
Sometime in my life that.
Was it somebody that you were serious with, or you were just like?
Nah, just one wild college nights.
Yeah. Where'd you go to college?
Kansas.
Word.
Okay, that's interesting.
What'd you study?
Criminal justice.
Stop. What'd you want to do with that?
I don't know what I was gonna be a cop that much.
Learn as much about the system as
Right.
possible.
Use it in your favor.
Nah, I was just always into shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
But I never thought I was gonna be a cop and shit like that. Like,
Right.
so ended up dropping out. I got kicked out of school my senior year.
Why?
I was on academic probation, and then I ended up not complying. I got sent home. I caught selling drugs.
Oh,
campus.
so other things occurred.
Other things occurred in combination with that. So by the time they came to figure it out, I was already long gone.
As you were learning the criminal justice system,
Right.
I mean, you got like, so shit is like, sports is a business at the end of the day.
That's right. We're about to get an explanation right now, people.
And college sports is a business. Like, and at this time, I didn't have the knowledge to know what's really going on and shit like that. So when I lost my scholarship, pretty much my coach got fired, and the new dude who came in. So JUCOs like that, Kansas City, shit like that.
Yeah.
Every team is allowed 6 out-of-state players. So on my team, it was out of the 6, 4 of us, 4 had graduated, and there was 2 left. Me and the kid from New Mexico. Coach gets fired, new guy comes in, he brings in his own 6 players. So it's pretty much either you stay and pay your own tuition, or you go home.
Or you go home,
Or you go to another school. So ended up being that I didn't find out that I wasn't getting my scholarship back till the day I was flying home.
Oh wow.
And it was pretty much some cocksucking, excuse my language,
Oh no, we love
assistant coach that he worked for the school. So he had his job regardless. He never told us nothing. So the day we flying home, he gonna come and tell us, oh, I'm sorry, I ain't getting your scholarship back because the new guy brought his own 6 players. I'm like, well, why would you wait till the last day of school to tell us some shit like that? So now, if you tell us what time, I got time to make arrangements and I'll go play at another school.
Yeah.
And it happened, I ended up coming home and I pretty much started fucking around and that was it. And like a year and a half later, I got the opportunity to go back to school in Jersey. And that's when the shit just went haywire. I was like, they started like, I had a rapport with the coach up there because he was the coach at my high school before I got there.
Right.
So I figured the shit was cool. I get there, these niggas got practice 6 o'clock in the morning, all types of shit. And then first day I walk into practice, dude try to put me on 13. I'm like, I'm the highest ranked player ever come to this fucking school. You stupid?
So everything is just a culmination of it's just bringing you to the point where you are today. All these things that you're talking about. So if you're listening out there, so even the young ones, the young kids out there that are listening, and all the adversities you go through, whatever, it's all bringing you this journey.
You know what? And you know what's wild about this shit? I was watching the Colin Kaepernick shit yesterday.
Oh yeah,
and that shit just
my bro actually right there was just telling me about that.
I was watching this shit yesterday, and it was like all the events that's happening and the way people are acting and shit like that just took me all the way the fuck back to like the 8th grade. When now I'm starting to think the situation, the way people act towards you, I was like, nah, this shit is real. Yeah. So I'm like, that's a good thing for kids to watch, so they don't get blindsided.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But if at the end of the day, if you got the opportunity to go to school and get your degree, why not go get it? I had a free ride.
Hey, Bree, hey, listen, this is the Laura Khan's experience. 19-year life.
Big L
from the Bronx, and we here with Breeze, and he's just talking some real stuff, right?
Big L, Big L's little L, right?
Big L, little L.
Big L, we talk. This is a conversation.
No doubt, we're having a good conversation. I'm loving it. I like this. So what has been your biggest disappointment in this journey of music?
Good question.
The fake shit.
From?
The phony people. Yeah, it's like it's too many actors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get shut down for being real.
Yeah.
Or they try to get you out the way because you're a threat. I don't got too many friends in this shit. I'll keep it a buck.
You're not the first person I heard say that.
And I don't associate with too many motherfuckers either.
Yeah.
Just because I know they full of shit. And that's always been my problem where people tell me like, oh, you never probably gonna get ahead just because of your attitude. I'm like, it's not because of my attitude that if I feel some type of way, you're gonna see it in my face. Yeah. It's just me. Yeah. And that shit strains a lot of shit because
it weeds it out.
It weeds it out. You gotta deal with execs, you gotta deal with DJs, you gotta deal with promoters, and all these majority of these niggas is full of shit. So it's like, all right, I gotta sit here and play your game. Okay. Just send my money. All right, do it. Right.
Isn't that draining emotionally?
Yeah, that's why I got a manager to deal with that shit. I dealt with it my whole time, but now I got people to deal with that shit. Yeah. So I don't gotta. You want to talk to me? Fuck that. Call me manager.
So you got people.
Got people. I like it.
Yeah, I got people. Like now, I got because. All right. So for the most part, all these years, I've been doing this shit 13 years. For the most part, the whole time I wore every hat. Yeah. Management, producer, everything. Wow. I wore every hat. So now you get like you said, what the pandemic did, it made me tighten up my ship and level up. Me leveling up and doing what I was doing brought other pieces to the table. Where now they start looking at you like, okay, he's serious about his shit. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing this shit a long time, but I was always one foot in, one foot out. I'm still fucking around the streets, doing this, doing that. I'm not taking this shit too serious. When it was time to buckle down, like I said, after I had my first daughter, and every time I had another kid, it was just like, it was more elevated. Now, when the pandemic hit, where people start seeing that I'm this serious, now other pieces start coming to the table where now they start to contribute, and now I'm not doing shit by myself. A lot came out during that. A lot came out individually from each person. You know what I'm saying? And what your passion is, and what you're doing. Yeah. It all came out because you had a year and almost a year and a half. Yeah. You know, so now to figure things out. Right. See, exactly, figure things out. So now think. Prior to this time, all the shit that I'm doing, like you said, I gotta wear all the hats. I gotta be my own manager. I gotta be the artist. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I got clothing, I got fucking car scents, I got all types of shit that I gotta be the man in every fucking situation because I don't have those revolving factors around me, which I built during that time.
So now you have,
I mean, it wasn't strangers. It was people that I already had dealings with. But
you saw who was working and who wasn't.
Yeah.
So you have a small circle now.
yeah, so now I really deal with 3 people, to be honest with you. And 2 of them, I got two different managers, one in New York, one in Atlanta. And my other boy that like he does like all like the creative shit with me, like figuring out from beats to songs to what to market into. I have that too. So between all of us, it gives me the balance because I got one person in New York, one person in Atlanta. So I got 2 people in 2 different regions, and I got one in California, and I got a person in California I deal with. So I could tap into different networks and be able to get what I need.
Okay.
So that's what pretty helped out.
Yeah. We had a conversation maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and you had spoken about like some other business ventures you were embarking on. And I was so impressed by you and the way your mind worked, and just like you're really into everything besides the music. And I think that that's a beautiful thing that I don't know if a lot of younger artists tap into, but it should be taught. Like there should be a school for up and coming artists and things that you can do.
Because music is always gonna be there at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you gotta think most of these younger artists don't gotta deal with the real life responsibilities of
I mean, there's fatherhood, there's taking care of being head of a household. There's just
there's a lot of different
even
things.
if you're a celebrity, you're still a father. You're still
a
a
regular
household.
person.
You're still a
Right.
You know what I mean?
But it's always how you're gonna manipulate your money to make more money. So
Absolutely.
it's like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna use music to do this, but for the long term, I'm gonna tap into this, and this to keep generating that money.
It's either you use this, and this to help your music, or you use your music
Right.
to help this, and that.
Right, for the long term.
For the long term. Because at the end of the day, the end game ain't to keep making music the rest of your life.
Right,
It's
gonna
gonna be
retire
there.
and to live.
It's to retire to live or get into different ventures. Like most niggas that's artists want to be actors, you want movie money, you want endorsement deals, you want all types of shit. So it's all like you said, trying to figure out what's gonna do what for what.
That's right. So listen, tell everybody where. Okay, first of all, tell everybody where they can find your clothing line. You know, tell everybody tell everybody your handle, you know, and where they can find you, and how they can get in contact with you if they want to engage you, if the fans want to engage you out there.
Right.
Pretty much my Instagram, to be honest with you. That's where
Until I get my know what it is.
Breeze 201, until I get my website back, then most of all my traffic is running through there for the most part. But once I get my website back, I'll have my merch, the music, videos, pictures, all that stuff running through one website.
Okay.
I'm working on. I'm grooming a liquor situation right now.
Nice.
I got a rum and 2 champagnes.
You know,
That's exciting.
We're talking business
I love
right
rum
now.
and champagne.
Business we talking right now. That's what we're talking about.
I got a brute, I got a rosé under the Christian Auditor.
I know you're gonna send us a bottle once you run.
I'm waiting.
No, we're gonna drink a bottle together.
We're gonna drink a bottle.
That's
We're waiting on the ship
all right.
now. It's coming from France, but it's pretty much the founder Ed Hardy,
Nice.
the old Christian Auditor that
Christian,
died with. Yeah. Well, we have the rights to the actual liquor.
Wow.
So
that's
we
big.
got a
Can't wait to see.
Really,
we got a rum, got
Rum is
brew,
good.
champagne, rosé,
Okay.
got a water, got energy drink, like a Red Bull.
Awesome.
So
That's big. Great.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much trying to get it together and market it now. Whereas like now you gotta find a distribution company because I got it from the ground, like literally, like.
Yeah.
So I partnered up with one of our manager's friends from France, who has the rights to the liquor. So he offered me partnership in the company with him, and then he gave me 80-20 distribution deal.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. That's big, man.
Congratulations.
80 on my side, so now I gotta pretty much get it from the ground and go out with it. So that's like pretty much like my biggest project now. Is like with that liquor, clothing, and the music all at the same time. Now I got a whole
That's
brand and strategy.
exciting.
Yeah, no,
It's just a matter of them coming together at the same time.
Yeah.
So an up and coming artist comes to you for advice. What's the best piece of advice you can give them?
Yeah, what are you gonna leave? What are you gonna leave them with right now?
Save your money.
Save your money. How do you save your money? And like how? Your savings accounts, you're doing
I won't be able to tell you because I've been blowing the whole shit off.
That's why he said
save your money.
You know what I mean?
That works. You gotta save
All
your
right,
money.
we had Breeze in the building. Breeze, thank you so much, man.
Thank
It's the Laura Cons experience, everyone.
That's me,
I'm Teamwork Life, and you are
Laura Cons.
Big L from the Boogie. We got Breeze.
Yeah, from the book.
That's right.
Welcome to my world, my friends.
Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by, bro. You know what I mean? Keep us informed with everything that you're doing, man.
I got you.
We want to know what everything you're doing. You know what I mean? And
However we can support,
that's right.
we'll share on our pages.
This is support right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
it continues, bro. You know what I mean?
for sure. Nah, man support.
So you definitely gonna have you back up here again after you drop the project.
Yeah.
I'll be
We
back.
gotta
I'll be
know.
back. Definitely.
We'll be drinking. See, I'm trying not to drink. That's why I didn't put alcohol here. Because I had a rough weekend, Breeze.
You had a rough
Yo, she's
weekend.
been disciplined though. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you didn't see me Saturday night. I was at a party Saturday
Oh.
night.
Uh-oh.
And I took somebody with me so they could fucking drive me home.
Well,
just as fucked up.
No, they
you
were.
knew what you were getting into. Look.
I had a DD. I had a DD with me, and everybody thought he was like my guy, and I was like, no, this is my DD. I was like, I needed, because I was like, I wanted to.
That's hilarious.
I knew. I was all cute. I know that nobody, listen, nobody would talk to me, and I was like, no, it's my DD. I was like, it's all right.
That's it.
No, because you got it cute. Yeah, I was like, guys, come on, Big L's all right.
Well, listen, man. We hope that all the best. You know what I mean with the project. You know what I mean. You got our full support.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, and we definitely hope to see you again. You know when you come up here. Everybody, make sure you check out Breeze. Breeze at 2. You said Breeze at 201.
Breeze 201.
Breeze 201.
All handles. Twitter.
All
Facebook.
handles. Check out that music. Check out his music on all platforms. And this is the Laura Cons experience, and this is what we do. We have conversations here. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining.
Boys are in the building.
Wait, can we, hang on. I'm getting yelled at.
The 101.
Got you. This is what part of me. When y'all be still doing what you do. Let me know how, I'm gonna show y'all how I look. Tell me how you feel. I'll turn them around for y'all. Turn them around for y'all.
Oh,
Yo, what you gonna do is, tomorrow, you hear me, Queen?
Yes.
Tomorrow, you're gonna call me, and
Yeah.
you're gonna practice with me 10 minutes every couple of days on how to do it.
huh?
You live in Arizona.
Wait, say it
Yeah,
again?
You're gonna call me,
you were
Yeah.
on the same
and for
block.
10
Well,
minutes, I'm
no,
gonna practice
you
with
was
you how
on
to
in Brooklyn. You was
You did great,
Brooklyn,
you did great,
New York Ave.
Wait,
That's
what?
what's up.
Yeah.
you did great. You tell me,
He
he does it, I can tell you do it already.
good dude.
Great, great.
No. What it is?
No, it was no, I'm just
you're
saying,
right.
I can tell to do it.
It's gonna bounce off each other.
No, so we're gonna practice. When I know what I tell her is, you're gonna call me on the phone,
Okay.
and we're gonna practice for 10 minutes every couple of days. You're gonna call me like you busy? No,
Okay.
and we're gonna practice.
He's 100% right.
I could tell between me and you, I could tell number one rule in all creative things, no death silence.
Mhm.
So you kept that. I noticed that you, and when you go, you're like, so,
Absolutely.
but you can't sit back. This is your show, name-wise.
Right.
So you need a little bit more. You
Well,
control the conversation,
right.
but
Can I
your
be
name,
honest?
but your name is on the thing now.
So this was the first time we did this. Normally, when I do my show, it's like me and my guests, and we just go. So this was
Yeah,
It was awkward for me.
This was, yeah.
All right, so I don't know, but you know,
Yeah,
from a
yeah,
person watching,
Yeah,
But I'll tell you one thing, this is definitely gonna help everyone grow.
yeah,
It's gonna
no
make people
doubt.
understand how to react in front of a recording camera that may be live or not live, how to continue moving
Right.
in a conversation, no dead zones, anything, you know, so, yeah.
yo, what you call it? What I
All
do with my,
No,
let me say this. I'm heavy on myself. Let me tell you what I do with myself. I do this a show called Style by Poverty. I have a hit show already. The band do out. I'm talking about that. My own show by myself. I watch that shit about 3-4 times before I record the next one.
Yeah.
It's like watching the tape after basketball. After the game, win or lose, I sit back and no lie to you, I cringe 20 times. Every time I watch my show with me,
Yeah.
I cringe and down like, fuck, I said that.
What's your man?
So you gotta always keep mastering it.
Agreed. So
Let
like
me
you
show this
said.
to y'all. Let me show this to y'all.
Mm,
Let me show this to y'all.
that's a good picture.
Blue is like here. Then you got culture.
Yeah, you ready?
Culture controls everything under here that has to go through him.
That looks good.
The boys are in the building.
You gotta master that. They're master the trophy. Yeah, I'm juggling on the side. So we go take the picture.
Yeah.
My picture, it was not so much reaction now. On the scooter, no lie to you. That was a great picture.
I know.
And the mirror, you look into the mirror, so it's a double picture. You look at the mirror, like,
What's that album about? I have a picture made on another one that's so cute.
yeah, that's a great picture. But the reaction I put up, the reaction is great. Oh,
Like I'm not trying to like put my way through shit like I already over here. Like I need to get this shit done. So let's go, you know what I'm saying?
You had came on Jenna's show before, with stripping them. That's why I remember they I said, what show was it? S.TREET. True indeed. He's still here. Just that when a bunch of mom shit dropped.
The store boys are in the building.
That looks great, I love that.
Hey, it's your girl Laura Potts here. Welcome to my world, and I want to bring you in it. I'm here with my guy Life.
That's right, Teamwork Life. What's up, what's up? What's up, man?
Hi.
What's going on? I'm good, everything's good. That's that song Ganga right there that you just played, right? Let's talk about who that was. Who was that?
That's my special guest right here.
You gotta be more aware of your microphone.
Yeah.
That's why I moved it.
Yeah.
So all that's gonna get edited out.
I just know I don't do anything, dog. That's exactly how
Yeah.
I do the show, just like this.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do what you do, I do this. I do all that in one. And you be honest with you, that's the program. When you do live streaming, like most people use Ustream or something like that. You're part of that at the spot. People take their shit, go to an editor, go to edit and chop it up. I don't do none of that. But OBS allows me to put anything I want into it while it's going on. So when I'm
But you have stem files.
I have a file, but I don't edit, dog.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So what I got is the MP3 and the MP4. So if you want to tweak it, you could tweak it.
Yeah, but we have to tweak it with the file. Why you get in trouble all the time?
Yeah, I said I have the file.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I said no. What I'm saying is, from my point of view, I don't do, but I have you have an audio and a visual. You have an audio separate, and you have an audio visual together. And that's the MP4. So you can maneuver.
20 years in church, so I'm I'm Jersey.
So now you'll send this to me and then I can
I
upload
can
it?
take it, so if you would have had a flash drive right now,
Yeah.
finish, boom, I can send it to you right now, though, but
So
on,
where-
if you want the physical, right there.
Yeah, you can send that through a WeTransfer file.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
Exactly what I do.
WeTransfer file, download it. And
And
then,
send me your email, send me your email.
And then I could upload it to my YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna edit it out.
You everywhere, bro. You everywhere. So what you working on now? What projects are coming out right now? What's going on?
I think it's on.
Okay, tell us about it.
It's a new album. I don't even
What
want
is
to
life,
call
a
it
team
call
of
it
life.
a body of work.
Exactly.
Of
7
songs that
495
since.
4
I mean, I dropped Life of Peace 4 during the pandemic.
Okay.
Life of Peace
That
5.
and your email.
I was all over the place.
Yeah, I'm a.
Cali.
Name,
So I've been building up all them records that whole time
and then your email.
to
All
coming
right.
out now.
I just sent you my
So-
email.
A lot of the singles and visuals that they probably seen that was out is on this project. And now I got a new single that I haven't dropped yet, but it's already done. It's called Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
So it's still my black on black shit.
I
So
know that.
that's where it comes from. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I sent you right now.
Working on that, trying to get the video done, just to have the whole project together. Hopefully I'll drop it for Christmas. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So that'll stretch out. I got enough singles on it to get me till summertime.
For sure.
So I just wanna take a minute, I just wanna acknowledge and thank you for doing this with us, cause,
Sure.
this is big for me. And, you know, in the world that we're living in, I
More than
feel
that, than what you got, so that's just what
How you feel about it?
I'm good with it. Like, I understand what everybody is saying, but like I said, usually
Usual shit.
it's me and just the artist.
Right.
Right, and it's where we're really engaged in the conversation. This is the first time that we did.
Yeah, it's a new dynamic that she
Between
Yeah.
y'all.
she wanted to introduce it. She said, yo, you wanna do this, so let's
Yeah.
try it, so we did it. But I think that
So.
she's a natural at things, so all she has to do is, it's gonna come naturally. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's good about, I'm gonna say, what you good on? A lot of people need to have, it seems like you listen to the person and respond to that. A lot of people don't do that. So people just have questions and they're like, so when you started, they answer, no follow up to that. So, you understand? So you, what that can say, your strong point is you listen and you develop your question off of what they say. You did come out of nowhere with the sex question. I wasn't expect that to come.
But that's what I do. But that's what I do.
Okay,
That's all, cause
that was good. That's good.
normally what I'll do is like, cause I like my cards, and then on the back, I'll have like the questions, the sex questions. So like, I'll be randomly like, see, Anna.
You ain't put the question
I
down
know,
once.
because now I got it down in my head. Now it's just like, now I just wanna know shit. I wanna know, you know, like, what are people doing out here in the sex world? Talk to me.
And second, you know what's funny? That's a great conversation, but we all, you know, we're older, but this sex has changed completely for this generation. The shit that niggas is doing now, or what you couldn't even get a girl to do oral years ago. You probably be one for the whole neighborhood. Everybody knew too. Like no, that one. Now is it be first? The person, ooh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a whole new world out there sexually.
Yeah.
Like, these guys out here, it's like threesomes. I'm like,
Girl
what
told me
is fucking
to
wrong with
spit
you?
on me.
All types.
Yo, that threw me off. No lie to you. She's younger, 10 years younger. I'm like this.
So what happened after you spit on her?
So, you know. She spit back and got me off like.
Listen,
Base.
spitting that's mild.
I'm from that.
It
Tell you
is.
to pee on her? I mean,
No.
come on.
But it is true.
That's called a golden shower.
Golden
Yes,
shower.
yes.
You don't really hear that too much no more.
Nah, that's the R. Kelly.
Yeah, that was back in the day. You don't really hear that too much. Even choking is old now. Like it's
Now you gotta punch in her shit.
yeah, choking is 10
That's
years is
straight
10
up
years.
daddy issues right there.
You told her, she gonna turn around and look at you like, what you doing? Punch me, nigga. I'm like,
Yeah, I told the girl, she said, you do it hard, I'm like, dude. It kind of scared me. I'm like, my next level is nigga shit. Is it so? So what you? I'm trying to figure this out. This is my cool one. So it's the change.
It's probably me, baby.
Listen, I like it, baby steps,
Of course.
you
And
know?
between me and you, it allows me to study so now I can see how far away from the mic you'll be.
Yeah.
So you're a close talker, so I already know now to adjust your mic that way. When you first started, I didn't know, so that's why it peaked real quick. But you came close. You far, and you came. I said, oh shit, I gotta bring it down. So now I know everybody between me as an engineer, I study that. All right, he's so close. Oh, she's a person who talk far, so I adjust the mics that way.
Those are the niggas that
Hello?
play the pivotal role.
No, but you got an interesting story,
Hello?
though, man. I'll tell you that the whole thing,
At
in
that time, it was like,
Kansas and the college
was
was
hitting.
crazy, bro.
going through
And
shit
on
that was going
scholarship.
through like that. That's why I
So,
gravitate to shit like that.
Shout out to
2018, Ross,
Wild Ride.
shit like that. And just
So
so happens
when
that,
you were
I
growing
mean,
up, what made you gravitate to that type
me
of
coming home kind of fucked me up. And I just started running around, fucking around the street.
I mean, it didn't matter, but you know what?
But I look at it like it had to happen that way for me to get here.
See the switch up.
Yeah.
I like that. What do you think?
I like the switch up.
Yeah, I
Wow.
do too.
Wow.
So it was,
Absolutely.
it was let the man saying,
Yeah.
hey, ODB, Ghostface, shit like that. Reasonable doubt,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Buster, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So like I wasn't into, I would say, making music at that time. I was into sports and shit like that. So
This is
I
dope.
like it.
This is dope because
I like the
Once you-
dynamic, the whole,
yeah,
the whole,
and
the
once it
whole.
gets,
Absolutely.
and this is dope, and the first, and you were a great interview, bro.
Yeah.
For the first joint too.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Well, first in this setting, because we did a couple in another setting, we're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
from the
setting.
Bronx.
Yeah.
Don't forget it.
Dope,
I
man.
got these in the building.
like a round table.
Yeah,
Pauline.
and we had a conversation.
You know, his music, he inspires himself. What else you wanna know, Lauren?
I wanna know everything. What's your greatest accomplishment?
Kids.
Ooh,
How many
yes.
kids?
Three,
Yeah, it's great.
three daughters.
Oh my God,
Wow.
no me.
What-
Oh, you're dead in the
what
water.
you-
So you did it. What?
Now listen, I got two girls. You preach
What's
to
a
the
good-
fucking
what's
choir.
a good time to call you? Okay, just wanna make sure.
Lord,
We gotta take pictures.
Yes.
Let's grab some pictures real quick. Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Just a few.
that's
My
what-
man-
And just to let you know.